Here is one question which is raised by one of the student. Although the student has written the answer, but the student needs explanation of the answer. Now the first part of the question is, what is refractive index of air? So let me explain. First, the optical medium. So this optical medium means a medium through which the light can pass. Like for example, so light can pass through vacuum where there is nothing. Light can also pass through air, water, glass and diamond also. In general, we call all this as an optical medium. But what is the difference in them? So main difference here is density. So this vacuum, there is nothing. So density here is 0. So air is a gas. So all the particles are far away from each other. Due to this, air has density 1.22 kg per meter cube. And this water is much more denser than air. So which has density more than that of air. The density of water is 1000 kg per meter cube. Just we compare here, density of air is 1.22, where the density of water is 1000. So this water is very much denser than air. And next we go for the glass. So this glass is a solid. Particles in the solid are very tightly packed. So due to that reason, the density of glass will be more than that of water. So here the density of glass is 2500 kg per meter cube, which is more than the density of air and water. Now we consider the diamond, which is also known as the hardest substance. So density of diamond is 3539 kg per meter cube. So as we go from left to right, the density increases. Now, let us make an analogy with one situation. If you try to run in an open place, then you can run with maximum speed as you can, because there will be no people to distract you, and we can say that the density of people there is less. But if you try to run in a crowded place, the people will come in your way and you will get distracted and your velocity will be lowered. The same thing happens to the light also. If the light travels in a vacuum, then there is nothing to distract light. So the light travels with the maximum speed, and the speed is 3 lakh km per second. If the light travels in an air, then due to the particles of the air, the light will get distracted and the speed will be reduced. And the speed of light in the air is just 2,99,912 km per second. So which is less than 3 lakh km per second. And similarly, this water is more denser than air. If light travels in a water, then the speed will be reduced further. Speed of light in the water will be approximately 2,25,000 km per second. So similarly, this glass and diamond have very high density. The velocity of the light will be reduced further. Now the refractive index of air means the velocity of light in vacuum divided by the velocity of light in air. And the velocity of light in vacuum is 3 lakh km per second. And the velocity of light in air is 2,99,912. If you calculate, then you will get 1.000293. So this can be approximately written as 1.0003. So the refractive index of air is 1.0003. This means that the speed of light in air will be reduced by a factor of 1.0003 as compared to its speed in vacuum. Now the second part of the question, why the refractive index of other medium is taken with respect to air? So if you want to find out the refractive index of this glass slab, then we have to perform an experiment. So in the experiment, you need to pass the light through the glass, and by calculating this angle of incidence and angle of refraction and using it in the Snell's law, you will find the refractive index of glass. But here, while finding the refractive index of the glass, you have passed the light through the air medium, because outside the glass there will be a air always present. So here, while calculating the refractive index of glass, we have calculated refractive index of glass with respect to air. Similarly, if we want to calculate the refractive index of the water that is contained in the beaker here, then we have to pass the light through the water, and before entering the water surface, the light travels through the air, because above the surface of the water there is air medium. So here also we have calculated the refractive index of water with respect to air medium only. Similarly, if you want to calculate the refractive index of this diamond, then outside the diamond there is air, so you need to pass the light through the air medium. So here also you will be calculating the refractive index of diamond with respect to air. So due to this presence of air everywhere on the surface of the earth, it will be better if we take the refractive index of other medium with respect to air. And at last we can write the answer for this question as the refractive index of the air is very close to 1.0003. That is, light travels through the atmosphere almost at the same speed as in vacuum, because the refractive index of vacuum is 1 and this refractive index of air 1.0003. Since we are immersed in the atmosphere, we detect refraction with respect to light path in the air, and the simple experiments on refraction really measures Snell's law with respect to the air. Now the second question is, define linear magnification. Does it have any units? This linear magnification is very simple. Actually, the definition of linear magnification is, it is defined as the ratio of height of image to the height of object. It means that whether the height of image will be larger or smaller with respect to the height of object. This linear magnification we see in both for spherical mirror and also for the lens, and the formula is magnification m equals to height of image divided by height of an object. Now let us consider for a case where an object is placed in front of a concave spherical mirror. So here penguin is in front of the spherical mirror, so it is an object. Then by a ray diagram, its image will be formed at the back of the mirror. So this is the image of the penguin. Compared to the height of the penguin, its height in the image will be bigger than its original height. So let us say the height of the penguin, that we call the height of the object, is 5 cm, and the height of the image is more than 5 cm. It's taller and bigger. So let's say, for example, the height of the image of this penguin is 10 cm. Then from this formula, magnification equals to image height by object height. Image height is 10 cm, object height is 5 cm. So from here you will get 2 unit, both will get cancelled. Only the value of m will be a pure number, that is 2. So there is no unit here. So the linear magnification will have no units. And what does this m equals to 2 denotes? So it means that the height of the image of the penguin is 2 times than its original height. So this linear magnification gives the comparison between the height of the image and the object, and it doesn't have any units.